Hi guys, this is Amel. One more time for you here, and let's continue our journey to learn MIPS assembly. And last time I was talking to you about set on less than, which is a very important instruction because it allows you to compare two numbers and see which one is less, if one number is less than another number. But this time I want to make your life easier, so I'm gonna teach you about pseudo instructions. So pseudo instructions for comparing numbers, for comparing integers in this case, are important because they simplify the programming. So make a new file new, and save it to your desktop and give it a name. Mine is gonna be pseudo branch .asm. So save it, and as usual we have that data and we have that text. So we want to make a little message, so give it a name, message that ASCII Z, and the name is gonna be, the message is gonna be hi, how are you? Yeah, it's a cool message. So as usual we have main, and we have our end of main. So loading media $sign v0, comma 10 Cisco. Okay, so that's good. But we also need two numbers. So let's say that I have an immediate $sign S0, comma $sign 0, and then I want to store the value 14, and then add immediate $sign S1, $sign 0, and I want to store the value maybe 10. Okay, so I have two numbers, 14 in S0 and 10 in S1. So let's say that I want to know if one number is greater than another, but at the same time, if that's true, then I want to go somewhere else. So I want to display the message. So let me make a label. So display hi, and this is gonna be loading media $sign v0, comma 4 code to display text, and then load address $sign a0, comma message, and then Cisco. So this line right here, the only time this is gonna be printed is if the number in S0 is greater than the number in S1, which is true because 14 is greater than 10. So I haven't taught you anything that's gonna help you do this in just one line of code. You can do it using set on less than. You can do it using set on less than and branch if equal, or branch if not equal. But that's gonna take more code. It's gonna take like maybe 3 or 4 lines of code. But I'm gonna show you a way that's gonna allow you to do this in just one line of code. So this is what you have to do. Branch if greater than. So branch if greater than. This is an instruction, but be careful. It's not a real instruction. It's just a pseudo instruction. So the assembler is going to translate this code for you into 3 or 4 lines of code using the real instructions. But this is just like a pseudo instruction. So it's just to make your life easier. So it's okay, you can use pseudo instructions, but just to make it, I want to show you that the advantages of using pseudo instructions. So branch if greater than. So if this number $sign is 0, the number there is greater than the number in $sign is 1, then go to display hi. So if that's true, then it's going to display the message. Otherwise, nothing will be displayed. So let's save, run, assemble, execute, voila, hi, how are you? So you can see that this is working. But now let's see that I flip it. I have 10 here and 14 here. So if 10 is greater than 14, then it's gonna go here, but that's not true. So let's save, run, assemble, execute. Nothing happened, so nothing is displayed. So you can see it's working. But now, what if I want to change the condition? What if I want to say, okay, I want to say I don't want to say if it's greater than. I want to say maybe less than. If this value here is less than the value in S1. So there's another instruction or pseudo instruction for that. And the name of the pseudo instruction is right here. So you can see branch if less than. So now because 10 is less than 14, the message should be displayed. So save, run, assemble, and execute. Voila! Hi, how are you? So you can see this is pretty nice. So there's another instruction. Let's say that you only have one number here. You have only one number, and the number is 10, and the number is stored in S0. And then you want to check that the number is greater than 0. How can you do that? Well, you can say branch if greater than 0. So bgtz, branch if greater than 0. And you can see it takes only one register, and this register is I'm gonna use S0 right here, and it takes a label. So branch if it's greater than 0, $sign is 0, and the label is display high. So because 10 is greater than 0, then it's gonna display the message. It's gonna come down here and it's gonna display the message. So let me clear this and let me run, assemble, and execute. Voila! One more time. But let's say that the number is negative. So now I have negative 10. So let's say if it's gonna if it's gonna display the message again. Save, run, assemble, execute. Nothing is displayed. So you can see this is pretty nifty, pretty good. It simplifies our job. I mean, it simplifies our work. So let's see what other instructions we have. We have more instructions, but this is the best instruction right here. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you more information about it. And thank you for your time. See you next time.